So, you know when you're doing DIY at home and you got loads of stuff left over at the end, you need to have a bit of a clear out. So you start, just packing stuff up, taking it down, the local tip for recycling. And you know how the idea is to get rid of stuff. You're not really supposed to bring stuff back. Well, I am in full smug mode. I went down to my local recycling centre over the weekend, and as I was just coming back from dropping off a few bits to be reused, I saw something sat in a pile that had just been dumped, getting ready to be thrown away. Well, I asked the guys at the tip whether or not they minded me taking it, and they kind of said, we don't care, no skin off our nose. So I guess what we're wondering now is the almighty question. What's in the box? So I had this set back in the mid-90s, but mine didn't come with this on it. I'm really excited. I've not seen this before. There is the distinct possibility that there is a limited edition miniature that I've never seen before in this box. There is certainly the distinct possibility that these are absolutely chock-block full of Oldhammer, and as you well know, Oldhammer is my jam. Time to answer that age-old question. What's in the box, man? What's in the box? Okay, so first impression, the cardstock is nearly intact. That's always a good sign.
What do you mean nearly intact?
Well, in terms of, there's bits that have been pushed out, but I'm hopeful they might be elsewhere in the box. We have got, though, the Getting Started Guide in mint condition.
Until you got your grubby hands
Until I got my grubby bits on it. Yeah, no, this is no longer brand new in box. All the templates. The Fallen Tree Man, Fallen Giant. Stat lines. What you get in the box. Painting guide. Quick reference guide. Yet more. Oh, some magic items. Magic item cards. To go with my Warhammer Magic set. There's the missing one that was pressed out. Right, range rulers. So much fun had sword fighting with these when I used to work retail.
You still have some of them.
I've got more now. I've got 2 sets here. Okay, so basically, first thing I'm seeing here is loads of Saurus warriors. I mean, loads and loads of still new on sprue. Good God.
Is any of it pressed out at all?
Not that I can see.
Is that the special guide?
That is the special edition available in this set 25 years ago character. The limited edition only available in this set Bretonnian General, which I didn't even know existed. Yeah, that's his mount. So here's the other side, the plastic barded steed that we made do with for so many years.
Sorry, you didn't know existed?
I didn't even know this guy existed. Well, when I got my set, it wasn't a thing. Or if it was, I wasn't aware of it. He wasn't mentioned in White Dwarf or anything when they were promoting this set being released. At least I don't think he was. I'm going to have to go and check that issue of White Dwarf now.
You sure that's not in the box as well?
I'm going to keep digging and we'll see. There's something down there. That is a beautiful model. That is really, really beautiful. Still seeing here tons and tons and tons of still new on sprue Saurus. I think what we've got here is, so there were 2 boxes identical. I think what they've got is essentially the equivalent of 2 boxes worth of the plastic contents just spread over the 2 boxes. Because that is a metric ton of plastic Saurus.
Is that more than 1 box worth?
Well, hang on. So the box is supposed to come with... Let's check the other box.
That one sounds loose.
12 Bretonnian Knights, 24 Bowmen, 33 Skinks and 20 Saurus. And just going by what we've got here, 4, 8, 12, I've got to do maths, hang on, this gets hard, 16, 20, so that's the 20 Saurus it's supposed to come with, 4, 8, 12, 16, yeah, so this is basically the equivalent of 2 starter sets worth of Saurus, no sign of the Skinks, maybe they're in the other box, and then loads upon loads of these classic Bretonnian archers. This is one of your pet peeves. No bowstrings.
And you can't put bowstrings on them because they'd just go through their bodies.
They would go through their hands, yes.
Loose that string, lose an arm.
Okay, let's scoop all...
No, keep going. Keep going.
I'm scooping all of these bowmen into this box here. So I can put my phone, there is just all the bowmen in the world. And a couple of horses' heads.
And a lot of square bases. Isn't that
What's
a
that?
lone horse head?
And another lone horse head. Yep. Lots and lots of lovely jubbly square bases. These are going to need some goblin green slapping on them soon. Oh. Scatter and artillery dice. Haven't seen those for a while, not since my last game of Old Hammer. Fistfuls of them. Right, digging down, we've got
Your plastic
second
grabbing game is
getting
weak.
started again. Mint, absolutely. Oh, there's the rest of the card. Mint edition copies, unscathed. I think the spines have even been touched. Copies of the core book and the battle book.
What do they smell like?
They smell like victory. They smell like ill-gotten gains.
Ow! Your pile is falling
It's
over.
slipping. It's slipping. It's fine. I had so much fun with these. As again, the roster pad. I used to sit up of evenings and just write endless pages of army lists. I recently printed some of these out so I could write my dwarf list for my Old Hammer army, and I have had some requests for a video about that. I'll do a later video about that, but for now, here is more of the... This is a second set of the card stock scenery.
From the other box.
Well, so yep, so this looks like it's the set. So I've got 2 sets of the card scenery, another set of the templates, another scatter dice. That was a hit. And more template sheets. Okay,
So you found the bottom.
I found the bottom of the box. I'm going to scoop all these Saurus into here, and this beautiful Bretonnian General. Absolutely fantastic model.
So is that my Christmas present?
You can have, tell you what, you can have the Saurus if you want. I've got plans for these Bretonnians. Let's see.
I think Bretonnians is one of the first things I remember you showing me you painted when we met.
I've still got those Bretonnians. No, they're in the stack behind me. Box number 2. It's the Knights and more range rulers. Okay, so now some of these look like they may actually be off the sprue because it looks as though box of heads and shields. Looks as though someone started taking these off the sprue. Done it fairly neatly, no obvious tags or anything. But yeah, beautiful classic Bretonnian Knights. So supposedly this set was supposed to have 12, so I should have 24. 2, 6, 10. That's where some of them have been clipped off. That's the heads that are in that there then. What I got to do? 10? I'm an orc. What comes after 10? 14.
No, you're not an orc. You're apparently a Bretonnian knight right now.
I should be counting this in French then. 20. No.
That's 20.
What's 18? 18.
How did you go to 18?
I'm counting in 4s because they're 4 on a sprue. So 18.
When you were at 12 a minute ago.
10. I've got to start again. Should we do this in French?
Don't ask me, I'm sick.
2. Yeah, you've been visited by the plague god. 6. 10. What's 14? 40.
Definitely not Carol.
18.
14.
Is it 14? 18. I remember 18. 22. Yeah, that sounds right. 22. I think. The rest of them must be the ones that have already been snipped off. But then, yeah, the rest of this box, there's some of the missing bits of card.
Dig.
Missing bits of card that have been clipped out. More range rulers, more dice, more bases.
More frantic scurrying.
More Saurus. And in fact, actually, there's a couple of them have been assembled.
Something's been made.
Something's actually pre-made for me. The thing that is missing, no skinks. So I'm guessing whoever this belonged to before they cruelly threw it away to be rescued by myself must have put the skinks in a separate box maybe. There's no good. I'm going to have to go back to the tip and look for them.
Oh god.
But still, okay. I have got a general. I've got loads of archers, and I have got 22, 24 knights.
And you've got my special knight character.
I've got my special knight character, I think you mean. But so I think what's going to happen here is that I sense a new Oldhammer army coming up on the horizon. Next White Dwarf that I'm going to be reviewing is White Dwarf 218, which was the first issue to include Tale of Four Gamers. I'm thinking, maybe, just maybe, I have to do myself a Tale of Four Gamers series, and a Bretonnian army might be in the offing.
So what? You're going to get 3 other gamers and give them a quarter each of these boxes? And
No.
okay.
I'm going to get 3 other gamers. They can go to the tip and find their own armies, or other sources are available other than rubbish dumps, and maybe we put together some 4 armies, get together, have some games of Oldhammer. Okay, so this is off the top of my head, but I think maybe what I want to do is, like they did with the original Tale of Four Gamers in White Dwarf 218 onwards, start off with £50 for the first month, then £25 each month, but do it at the price rates that things were back in 1996. So £50 of models at 1996 prices, and then £25 a month again at the mid to late 90s prices, and see what we can put together out of Oldhammer stuff. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. For now, though, I am going to go and I'm going to
dive into a
box full of plastic. I might just swim in it, Scrooge McDuck style.
Oh, I'm not videoing that.
Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time.